A heated exchange took place today between Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene and Dr. Anthony Fauci today in Congress. So I'm just going to play this and let it roll, and then I'm going to my 2 cents to what's going on. All right, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Fauci, you were quoted on CBS Face the Nation saying it's easy to criticize, but they're really criticizing science because I represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci?
I am a scientist who uses the scientific method to gain information.
Yes, you said you represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci? Yes or no?
No, that's not a yes or no
Yes,
answer.
it's a yes or no.
I don't think it is.
Okay, well, we'll take that as a you don't know what you represent.
Oh,
But this, as director of the NIH, you did sign off on these so-called scientific experiments. And as a dog lover, I want to tell you this is disgusting and evil, what you signed off on, and these experiments that happened to beagles paid for by the American taxpayer. And I want you to know Americans don't pay their taxes for animals to be tortured like this. So the type of science that you are representing, Mr. Fauci, is abhorrent, and it needs to stop. Mr. Fauci, you also represent the type of science where you confess that you made up the COVID rules, including 6 feet social distancing and masking of children.
I never said I made anything up.
You admitted that you made it up. You made it up as you went.
I didn't say I made it up.
So are you saying this is fake news, Mr. Fauci?
I didn't say I made anything up.
What did you say?
I said that it is not based in science and it just appeared.
But this is science.
What does dogs have to do with anything that we're talking about today?
These are scientific experiments. This is what you signed off on. But you also told the American people they had to distance by 6 feet. They had to wear masks. But let's also talk a little bit further about the type of science that you represent. NIH scientists made $710 million in royalties from drug makers, a fact that's been hidden. Let's talk about the fact about, is it right for scientists and doctors getting paid by the American people, government paychecks to get patents, where they're paid millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in royalty fees, especially when the NIH and these government agencies, most powerful agencies in our country, are recommending medical advice and making up guidelines like 6 feet distancing and masking of children. Do you think that's appropriate? Do the American people deserve to be abused like that, Mr. Fauci? Because you're not doctor, you're Mr. Fauci in my few minutes. No, I don't need your answer. I want to talk about this right here.
Mr. Chairman,
objection. Mr. Raskin.
Gentlelady will suspend.
Mr. Chairman,
Point of order.
just in terms of the rules of decorum, are we allowed to deny that a doctor just because we don't want him to be a doctor?
Yes, because in my time, that man does not deserve to have a license. As a matter of fact, it should be revoked, and he belongs in
Gentlelady
prison.
will suspend.
Absolutely.
Gentlelady should recognize the doctor as a doctor.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, is this what we have become? Is this what we have devolved into? No decorum.
You know what? We can.
So MTG was well within her means for to speak the way that she just did there. That's what Congress should do. They should stand up for us, the people who elected them. That's what their job is, to fight for us. And, the fact that they're using wordage to down to this guy, I'm just absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. All of the side effects that came from the down. So, I have to be careful with my wordage here. And I'm going to play a little video about the reasons why I can't see certain words on here. And I'm hoping that I won't get shadow banned because of it. Because I'm still trying to come up, guys. And then I'm going to show you some other things, some articles.
The Twitter files reveal that a Stanford University professor was blacklisted for arguing that the COVID-19 lockdowns would harm children. His posts were therefore unable to trend on the platform. In light of this, we hear from a nonprofit suing the Biden administration. They allege a censorship scheme between big tech and the federal government. Joining us now is Janine Eunice, litigation counsel at the New Civil Liberties Alliance, which is representing Dr. Jay Bhattacharya in a lawsuit alleging a vast censorship scheme by big tech and the federal government. It's a pleasure speaking with you, Janine.
Thank you so much for having me back.
All the information in the Twitter files that reveals prominent people like Dr. Bhattacharya who dared to question the government-approved COVID narrative, often found their accounts had been shadow banned, affect your lawsuit against the Biden administration.
Well, it depends. So what the Twitter files have shown is, as we suspected and actually knew, frankly, from internal documents and their public statements, that federal officials were driving or are driving big tech censorship, that they are threatening the companies, telling them what and whom to censor. The more we find out about that and the more we find out from Twitter, the better for our lawsuit, the more helpful it will be. So we certainly want to know, instance, if Dr. Bhattacharya had been banned at the request of the government or shadow banned.
What is the relationship between what Twitter said they were doing in terms of black?
So there we go. I just wanted to say that there's certain words that we can't use on these platforms. And I'm not sure if you guys understand the reason why is because they don't want certain information to come out. And I want to let you guys know that the information is going to come out because God is in the truth and the truth shall set us free. And I don't know if this is a word at all. Actually, I haven't even Googled it, but I say it often. People are going to get justice, and time for the other shoe to fall. So, really quite passionate about this topic because it affected the world. They effectively shut down the world, and a lot of children were affected by it. I'm just going to show some statistics here. I'm going to pull this up. Of course it's not showing, but let me see. Sorry guys. It's embarrassing. So these are some statistics here. Can't read this, but I'm gonna highlight it so you guys can see. To show some things about how the people were affected mentally, how it damaged people, children, most importantly during very vital times of their as far as socially speaking with one another is very, very important because we're social beings and we need that when we're developing, growing. And a lot of children were damaged because of this. And now they're going to be dealing with this for a long time. The side effects of the lockdowns. So the coup for lockdowns. Again, I can't say the word, so I'm going to bear with me, guys. So I'm going to pull a couple other things out I found interesting. This is to show how much money made off of the okay, this is the years here, and okay, the Vaselines and how much money was made. And you guys can look up all these statistics too as well. Some more things here. Okay, is how much this company right here made. Okay, and here we go. This guy right here, and we've got some numbers here. And this is what's happening. Sorry. This is what's happening now. Read that. But essentially, that particular Vaseline is being banned all across Europe right now. They admitted the side effects cause clots and low platelet counts, also known as thrombosis, with thrombocytopenia syndrome or TTS. So it's no longer being used because of the side effects worse than what they were supposed to be healing. So all of this stuff is going to come out. I'm just letting you guys know, like I always say, this is the year, this is the Great Awakening, guys. So it's all about waking up to what is going on, what they're doing to us, and about that. So this company here and these guys right here. Oh boy. Have to be careful. It just sucks that I have to be this way, but it's what it is. So yeah, we have MTG telling it like it is, sticking it to the man. And yeah, we've got some rock stars in Congress, and regardless of what side you're on, even on a side, consider myself an independent person, independent thinker, like to look at things like the big picture of things. I'm an artist by nature, so I like to step back and look at things distance and close up and examine things. I've always been really analytical. So yeah, just some things that, have been going on for a long time. And I want people to not be shocked, to not be shocked when all these things come out, because it's rolling out and it's little by little, it's rain and then a big storm. So it's coming. And I don't know if there's going to be some distractions to keep us from knowing everything, but all these things are brewing in the background. And I just thought I'd let you guys know. I want to say that I personally, from my experience, I was in the hospital 3 times for procedures and surgeries, and never had the jabby jab and never had the coof. And yeah, I feel like everybody should have the right to choose what they want to do and how they want to approach things as far as protecting their own bodies, protecting their children from harm. And as long as you're able to get all of the information to make the best decision for yourself, then that's fair. But if the information is being suppressed so that you can't make proper decisions, and the media and social media and everything is only pushing one thing on people, then that's not fair, because there are options and everybody should have the right to that information so that they can make proper decisions for themselves and their children's. But you know what I mean. So yeah, I just feel like a lot of that was lost in the last one, and I'm not sure if there's another one brewing in the future as far as lockdowns and pandemics. But if there is another one, then I hope that we're more informed this time around. And I feel like we will be, because there's just really no way that they can stop what's coming. So as I always say, brace for impact, stay prayed up, armor of God out here, guys, because it's literally spirit war. And as long as we're mindful of all of these things, and how the devil can work through certain people and certain groups, and be careful, that's all. I showed earlier in the first clip, they were making dolls of him. If you even remember that, like children to play with, it's so bizarre. But anyways, the different years is the different time, and there's something new. So I will be here for you guys. That's my purpose now, is to bring you as much as possible, so that things come out, it'll soften the blow, so to speak. I learned a lot of information on my own research, and I gotta tell you, it was like me to like a lot of the stuff. So I'm just here for you guys, and up of the way, and hope you enjoy my video. Hope you'll come back. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.